Hi, my name is Esther Atkins. I'm an advanced director in the Carpenter Director team, and I wanted to tell you just a little bit about how Pampered Chef has changed my life. I couldn't cook, I had never hosted a direct sales party in my life, and I didn't particularly like hanging out with a bunch of girls. But I started to get the products in the kit, and I wanted a free deep cover baker. And so I wanted to do my couple of shows, get my 1250 and quit. That was my plan, and I was very upfront about that plan. But when I went and did my first party, I had a great time. We made some pasta, the girls had some wine, we were all laughing, we had a blast, and I made between $80 and $100 that night. And I thought, well gosh, this is way more fun than my other part-time job. So I started to do shows in place of my part-time job and just have fun with the business. And about 2 months in, I decided that it would be easier to do my job if I knew what I was doing. So I did a lot of training and got into a Summit Seekers class just to learn the nuts and bolts of the business. And while I was a part of that training, I got the opportunity to meet some people who were full-time in Pampered Chef and learn about the flexibility of their schedule, how they could work a couple of nights a week in office hours during the day and earn a full-time income. And I really felt like God was pulling my heart in the direction of being full-time in this business because of the changes it could offer my family. My husband and I both worked 80 hours a week. We were gone all the time. We had been married 8 years and never even talked about having a family because we were busy. We worked all the time. And when I decided to really go for it, the people on this team came beside me and literally held my hand every step of the way, telling me exactly what I needed to do so that when I went out and worked hard, it paid off tremendously. I was able to be a fast-track director. I promoted in the last month of my 90 days, earned the $500 bonus at the time and later the full $2,000 bonus that you can earn as a fast-track director. And that became my savings account as my cushion money for my transition into full-time Pampered Chef. That year, those next few months that I worked both jobs, I worked my full-time job and Pampered Chef as well, and it's probably the hardest that I've ever worked in my life. But in July this past year, I was able to walk away from my 80-hour-a-week job into full-time business with Pampered Chef without taking a pay cut. And that was a tremendous blessing for my family because that is bill money and mortgage money for us. So the benefit of that to me has been friendships, a positive attitude that I had never had before. I came from a very negative work environment, and to be around people who constantly pull you up and ask you to be better than you are and encourage you is just a huge blessing that I could never have imagined. And to come home and for my husband to say all the time, it's so nice to have you here at night. I love the fact that you're here. I like that you're not at work all the time. It means the world to me. We're actually expecting our first child in August, and the fact that I'll be paying a babysitter 2 nights a week and not 10 24-hour days a month, the fact that my husband and I will be able to raise our child and it won't be grandparents and aunts and uncles and daycare workers raising our child means more than I could ever put into words. So when you offer the opportunity that is Pampered Chef, you might be offering somebody a few great products at a really good deal, or you might be offering them the opportunity to change their life. And in that moment, you don't know which it is and neither do they, but why in the world would you not ask? So Jennifer, I am so glad you asked.